Jon Regul, had to say, North Shore Alliance, nice to spin us around. Let's get it.
Who are you?
Jon Regul.
What do you do?
Battle rap, act, make music, put on fundraisers for like people in need. Anything that has to do with reaching out and spreading awareness in anything.
Do you prefer comedy or dramatic act?
My personal preference to watch is good comedy. My personal preference to like partake or participate in would be I want to do some more drama. I want to do some like more crime drama. I like the crime drama right now.
What was it like working with Kool G Rap?
To me, that was amazing, and like being on set alone was like overwhelming, and meeting G Rap and being on the set with DL again, the Ill-Managed family, and like Make 'Em Pay, Lil Fame, Saigon, Term, like a couple videos were shot that day. G Rap was like super humble, and this is the godfather of gangster rap, and this is like his first project in years, and here I am catching two wiggies and bucking back on them on cam in the alleyway and like in Brooklyn, you know, like, and we're chilling, like walk around, get the pizza. Pizza's all fire. Don't matter if you go to the bodega, the Spanish shop, you go to the pizza joint. Everybody got a pretty fire slice or an empanada. So we were there all day. That trip was crazy, but again, like, I don't get starstruck, so I didn't want to ask G Rap for like a picture. But at the end of the day, we were so chill. I was like, "Yo, we get a snap?" He's like, "Yeah." You know, like it was amazing to be in the presence of the godfather of gangster rap. So salute to him, and that video's fire. I think it's called Wise Guys. Go check it out. Kool G Rap, Wise Guys, Ill-Managed Films. That was fire. So the other piece that I got to do, I did two gangsters in Wise Guys, DEA shirt on me in the running video, but you can see the sausage roll in the back. It's really the only clip that you get. Put the clip in.
Are you a conspiracy theorist?
Who told you to ask that? The government?
What was your easiest battle?
I don't know. Kool-Aid? Don't hate me, Kool-Aid, but you might have been my easiest battle. For real. Kool-Aid's my guy, but you might have been my easiest battle.
Why?
His name's Kool-Aid. I mean, his name's Kool-Aid, and he smiled the whole time, so it was like you had a Kool-Aid smile, and he looked like RuPaul. So, but RuPaul dressed as a dude, like so.
What was your hardest battle?
My hardest battle actually just happened in my later in my career, and it was I got like 23 battles under my belt. The female. I battled this girl recently. Shout out Body Bag Manami, and we were down in Rhode Island. And writing for a female, because I mean, I grew up with females. I love my moms, my sister, my wife, my daughter. Dissing a female and being on camera, you got to do it respectfully, classy, and still disrespectfully. So that was my toughest battle. Facts.
Do you think battle rap is watered down?
Yeah, I think in the mainstream, it's so saturated right now. Like, there's been a couple big level events, and the MCs haven't showed out. These guys get paid to do it, but it's also at the point of it's ready to blow. And there's a couple that are really super fire. So it's good to keep New England saturated because it's gonna diversify who's hot. But mainstream, extra watered down. Extra watered down. We milking the udders in battle rap right now.
Super saturated. Do you find it hard to not physically react to a diss in a battle?
Nah. Honestly, like, I mean, depends on the personal level or the disrespect. So like, I try to practice like what you put out. I troll a lot. I respect the deceased. I ain't got time to invest in people's like who your kids' names are or like your ladies and stuff. Like, I'm gonna talk about your mom. I'm gonna talk about your lady. I don't know her. Those are check off the list first. Like, okay, battle rap first. Mama joke, wife joke. And that's probably that. But I don't need to react until you cross that boundary. I come in peace, but I defend my square. You feel me?
What did you do before you were acting and battle rapping?
I mean, as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. Honestly, as far back as I can remember, I'm an old head. So like, I got my working permit at like 13 and a half when you could, you know, back then. Back in my day, you used to go to work. And we used to like spray paint down by the bridge right near there. So my first job was Mickey D's, because it was right next to the spray paint joint. Working Mickey D's. I'm not gonna put myself on hotness in the camera, but chicken nuggets might have fell out of the oven into my pocket. We might have went and spray painted after work. So it was sort of funny at 13 and a half to like 14, working at Mickey D's. Then I went to the market, Boston Market. We started cutting up better food. Just really on a construction site in the summer. You know what I mean? And just, but I always had to work. My parents were like, get your own goddamn money. Fuck you. Facts. I always was an artist. And I remember like 5 years old, I was like, I'm gonna be an architect, which I wish I was, because I'd be making mad money. I was gonna draw houses. And then I would just draw. Like, I grew up Medford, Mall in Somerville, like in that area. And my brothers used to break dance and do all that crazy stuff. And I was like too young, but I used to watch them. They would like have me dress the part and just let them do their thing. But like looking like Zach Morris or like AC Slater, like rapping. And I was like rapping like Christian Boss. And I was like, and I got pictures of this stuff. And I was like, damn, I always wanted to rap, I guess.
How did you get into acting?
Somewhere in the world, I would love to see it. Early 80s. My aunt took me and my cousin to this fucking bootleg ass joint in like Boston. And it was like some like inner city commercial for like little kids calling hotlines. Cause like, you know, like back in my day, we had rotary phones. We like, as far as professional acting, I had messed with DL like through online and like actually even since MySpace of like his music. So and he's like, I'm in the middle of filming this crime drama. It's all pretty much hip hop artists and like producers that were involved in the first film. And the film's called A Sea of Green. Go and check that out on YouTube under the Mr. DL's page. I liked it. It was very professional. They had all types of cameras set up. And my first scene on A Sea of Green was just catching a bullet, and I got shot by terminology. I took a bullet on cam. He hit me back up, and he was like, yo, you took that bullet pretty good. We'll write another scene for you. And then like it came back, and it was another simple one, and just started clicking like that. So as far as professional acting, say about 2015 is where I realized like there might be something in it. Now it's time to like focus in on professional acting or stand-up comedy. I consider myself a funny dude, so I can do funny stuff, but I'd like to show a little more range and hone in on some more heartfelt roles or some more like thriller roles, suspenseful roles and stuff like that.
What's your writing process?
If I write a battle, I'm gonna look at the person, I'll see their picture for 2 seconds, a couple minutes, you know what I mean? Look at their picture, check out a battle or two, and then I'm just gonna let my imagination go, like, and just I'll try to make fun of you off my jokes.
Who's inspired you?
My mom, God, my wife, my kids, firstborn. But as far as like who's inspired me creatively, rest in peace, Teddy Schwab. He was my art teacher throughout all high school, and he had recently passed away. He taught myself and many others in my class that graduated, like just to totally open this thing up and think differently. Redman.
Weed or liquor?
Weed, 100%. I do like to drink. You know what I mean? I'm a Scotch drinker. I like a little bit of beer. I like to smoke a lot, though. Not butts. That's a lie, because I do. If there was a choice, you can only have one for the rest of your life, I'm smoking reefer. I don't even care about the vapes and all that bullshit. I want flour. I want straight flour rolled up. Maybe a light bomb, but flour.
How did you come up with County Cam?
Read the script to Weekend Warriors, and I was like, this is awesome. This guy, he's like, here's this do-rag. He just came home from the Bing, and there was no voice to County Cam, and really no other heart, so heart. And I really channeled in a lot of people I know, right? And some things that I was also inspired by, and it sort of just, it ended up happening right when he was like, action. And he was like, yo, I'm fresh out the Hooscat. I was like, yo. This is County Cam. He is straight out the Bing, and he's got Baltimore, and he is like, he's fire. County Cam is straight fire. You gotta wait to see Weekend Warriors coming soon, because that's all you get. You got no heart to see County Cam yet.
What was it like acting with Slane?
Was humble enough to even give us that cameo, and me being like, yo, what's up? And he's like, what's up? And then we did the scene, and that was awesome. You know what I mean? So, fuck y'all.
What was it like acting with Erik Bobo?
That was awesome. And that would probably be one of the real first times that I was overwhelmed, because he's Erik Bobo from Cypress Hill, so I'm Jon Regul from Boston. Hi, how you doing? I was like, yeah, we're doing this web series, and he was so fire. He respected the character. He was super humble, and he's very familiar with DL, so it was awesome again. Like, yeah, Erik Bobo was wicked cool, man. You know, we follow each other on the gram now, so he don't really probably know me personally, besides like I was that dude in the do-rag talking all that shit to him. You'll see that soon.
What's something people will be surprised to know about you?
You know what battle rappers don't know, and I think it's because I dumb the fuck down so much, and like especially on the Weekend Warriors, the dumb down is amazing. I have a bachelor's in fine arts, and I can teach art to like public school kids, but I just don't even use my degree for anything. I paint houses and battle rap, raise kids.
Who would you like to collab with in the future?
Redman, definitely. Redman. Yeah, Redman.
Who's the greatest of all time?
Greatest of all time. Acting to me is Michael Keaton. Greatest of all time. Rapping, I still say it's Rakim. Greatest of all time battle rap is Daylight. That's just my opinion.
What do you have coming up?
What do I have coming up? Working on an album with myself and Slipwax. DJ Slipwax is a Boston native, and he's been holding down the scene just as long as me, since about '98. Working on an album called Born on the Same Date, October 1st. Retiring from battle rap within 2-3 battles. And I got some really classic stuff to come out with the Ill-Mannered Camp that are really big moves We got The Weekend Warriors comedy web series, which is gold on film reel. And then As Thick as Thieves, which is the sequel to A Sea of Green. So again, go check out A Sea of Green right now. And that's like a marijuana like crime drama. But As Thick as Thieves takes off from there, changes the whole movie platform on us. So my name's Jon Regul. You can find me at Instagram, Twitter, all at Jon Regul, JonRegul. Spell my name right. You find me on Facebook at the same thing. Just backslash it, search it, Google. You know where it's at. Illmatic Films.
Let me get a I'm out of here type thing.
Say that. What do you want me to say? You want me to be like, I'm out.